for watching my Nika. Please drop a like and a follow.
This is
How about we diagnose some soccer injuries, or football, depending on where you're from. Let's get started. Whoop. By the way, growing up as a soccer fan, because I came from Russia and that was my first sport, I was captain of my high school soccer team, subtle flex. I actually loved the French national team, Thierry Henry, Zinedine Zidane. These were people that I really looked up to growing up.
Patrick Battiston found himself through on goal.
Oh, did he just lay him out? He was playing the wrong kind of football.
Let's have another look at this.
Oh, his hip bone hit him directly in the temple. He lost 2 teeth, broke 3 ribs, and sustained lifelong damage to his vertebrae. When you're traveling at that rate of speed and you bump into something as hard as a femur, remember the femur is one of the strongest bones in the human body. It has the tensile strength of steel, stronger than concrete. Like, this thing is tough. I'm not saying test it, but I'm saying it's tough. Oh, see, that's a really unfortunate injury because getting a patella, the kneecap, directly into the vertebrae of your spine can be so painful. Remember, the vertebrae are bones that stack on top of one another that protect your spinal cord. But then from your spinal cord are spinal nerves that then go out and become your peripheral nerves. So if you get a really hard knock onto your vertebrae, obviously you could risk fracturing it. That's incredibly painful. But you could also damage those nerves. And when you damage nerves, that's not like symptoms that go away in a few minutes. They're lingering, they're numbing, they're tingling. They cause what's known as paresthesias, which are abnormal sensations in your hands and your legs. So this type of injury is very devastating. The official diagnosis was a lumbar vertebrae fracture. Shortly after he took the hit, he said in an interview he could be in a wheelchair, had the knee come a little to the left. I've had patients with compression fractures that have just absolutely debilitating pain. Pretty much, we ended up having to resort to opioids because it's that bad. There are unique situations with compression fractures where we actually can use some nasal sprays known as calcitonin, which can help with pain. Kind of unusual because that's not typically a pain. For an athletic trainer or a sports medicine doc, when you're on the field or right off the field and you try and do a knee exam, if there's a tear, there's so much global swelling, especially if you tear like
This is episode 6 of Flipping Cars until I'm able to buy my dream car. 2 episodes ago, I finally sold my first car, barely breaking even. Last episode, I was trying to find cars, and this episode, I might have finally found my source for cheap cars to buy and flip. So let's go take a look and see what I did. So in the last episode, I told you guys about a new strategy that I was going to try of going to dealerships and asking if they would sell any trade-ins to me. Now, I went to 4, one of them was actually successful and I was actually able to look at a car. I sent them an offer, here's the clip. But if the test drive goes good and everything checks out, I can offer $1,000.
We wouldn't be able to do that.
Unfortunately, they said no. So I was looking for cars, I test drove one off Facebook Marketplace, and then recently I went to 4 more dealerships, the 4th one being very promising, and here's the story about that. Since the last episode, I've gone to 3 more dealerships, all 3 of them saying different things. The first one, right off the bat, wasn't the most promising. The owner stated that he isn't allowed to sell cars to minors, so he'd have to sell it to